Welcome to Module 2 of this GDPR e-learning course from Act Now Training. In Module 1, we covered the important aspects of GDPR. One of the key learning points was that personal data needs to be kept safe. Module 2 will give you some practical tips on how to do this. What can go wrong with personal data? Organizations have lost a lot of money and suffered reputational damage for hacks and data losses affecting millions of individuals. But it's not just about the big news stories. Every day, smaller incidents happen which also have serious consequences. Personal data may be lost, left in a public area, or shared over the phone with someone who had no right to have it. This can embarrass or harm your customers, clients, and service users. If a data breach is caused by your negligence, you may face legal and disciplinary consequences. So here are the key things you need to do to keep personal data safe. Passwords. You must choose your passwords carefully. In 2017, Equifax, the credit reference agency, suffered a major data breach involving millions of customers' personal data. The company was further embarrassed by the news reports that one of their key online systems could be accessed from anywhere in the world using the username admin and the password of admin. Password tips. Here are some tips for making sure your passwords stay secret. Never share your passwords or leave them written down where someone else could see them. Use passwords which are complex and difficult to guess. One way is to use a passphrase, a sentence which is memorable to you that you can then abbreviate into a really obscure password. For example, Bob loves chocolate biscuits dunked in his tea becomes BLCBDIHT. Or you could use 3 random words which form a memorable picture in your head, like banana donkey piano. Mix it up a bit. Use upper and lowercase letters and add numbers and punctuation marks to make your password more complex. Don't use the same password for your work systems and the websites you might visit for personal use. This is to ensure your work systems are not compromised. There have been plenty of cases of email software and online stores being hacked and passwords being stolen. Which is the best password? A. ABC123, B. WordPass, C. No football, spelt as you see here, or D. Password. The correct answer is C. No football, spelt as you see here. Visitors and guests. Individuals may enter your premises to try and steal personal data. Always follow your organization's procedures to make sure that visitors sign in and out of the premises. They should be accompanied at all times in areas normally restricted to staff. Visitors, and staff for that matter, should be wearing the appropriate identity badges. Never be shy about challenging anyone you don't know who isn't wearing a badge. A new chief executive has started work at your organization, but you have not met her yet. You see a stranger in the building who is not wearing an ID badge. What do you do? A. Challenge her by asking who she is. B. Ignore her. C. Raise the matter at the next team meeting. Or D. Assume she is the new chief executive and say hello. The correct answer is A. Challenge her by asking who she is. Secure your workstation. Whenever you leave your desk, even if it is only for a minute, lock your computer screen. If you don't, then anyone could access personal data through your account or send emails in your name. All computers have a quick lock function. On a Windows PC, press the Windows key and L at the same time. It only takes a second and quickly becomes a good habit. It's also a good example to your colleagues. Keeping a clear desk. Keeping a clear desk is an important control for protecting personal data from being lost, stolen, or disclosed inappropriately. Never leave work documents unattended. If you don't need them, lock them away. Who can see your screen? Personal data can be disclosed or stolen simply by other people being able to look at something they shouldn't be. Think about how your screen is positioned. If you're near a window, can it be seen by others? Before you leave your office, what should you do? A. Lock your computer. B. Clear your desk. C. Lock away work documents. Or D. All of the above. The correct answer is D. All of the above. Where are you looking? Individuals who deliberately access or remove personal data in the workplace without authority can be disciplined and, in serious cases, prosecuted and fined. Resist the temptation to have a nosy in records which are not relevant to your work. Ask yourself, is this a necessary part of my job? You see a personnel file marked confidential on a table in the office canteen. What do you do? A. Ignore it. B. Ring the Information Commissioner's office. C. Report the matter to your Data Protection Officer. Or D. None of the above. The correct answer is C. Report the matter to your Data Protection Officer. Dispose of data securely. The point at which you no longer need a document is one of the riskiest moments for personal data breaches. Never dispose of unwanted paperwork or an old flash drive into a normal waste bin. Many organizations have had the embarrassment of sensitive documents being found in a skip or blowing about in the street. Don't let that happen to the personal data you work with. Always use the confidential waste bins provided by your organization and shred documents when they are no longer needed. If you have USB sticks or CDs that need to be destroyed, follow your organization's procedures for disposing of them securely. Who's on the phone? Some people will try and trick you into disclosing personal data over the phone. You should make sure that someone on the phone is who they say they are. Find out what procedures your organization has in place to carry out identity checks before disclosing personal data. This may include asking for passwords or answers to preset questions. This is particularly important for incoming calls. If you do need to disclose personal data over the phone, only disclose the absolute minimum necessary. You can always follow up the call with more detailed information in writing. Trust your own instincts. Don't let yourself be pressured into disclosing personal data over the phone. Stop and ask your data protection officer for advice. A person sounding very authoritative calls your office, asking you to confirm your absent colleague's home address and telephone number. They say they are his solicitor and need to contact him urgently. What do you do? A. Take advice from your data protection officer. B. Disclose the requested data. C. Send the data in writing. Or D. Google them before sending the data. The correct answer is A. Take advice from your data protection officer. Clicking into danger. Some emails are designed to steal data from your organization or to introduce malware to your network. This could shut down your entire organization. Your organization should have firewalls and email filters to reduce the number of these malicious emails, but some may still get through. Look out for emails that look suspicious. If an email is asking you to do something unexpected, or if the address or format doesn't look right, stop. Find another way to contact the sender to ask if the email is legitimate. Be particularly wary of an attachment sent by someone you didn't expect to receive one from. Never click on links or open attachments in emails unless you are confident they are from a trusted source. If you are in any doubt about an email or a web link, report it to your IT department and follow their advice. Which of the following emails would you click on? A. From Amazon asking you to open an attachment about an unpaid invoice. You don't have an Amazon account. B. From a random company asking you to click on a link to win a prize. C. From your ex-partner who never had an email account. Or D. None of the above. The correct answer is D. None of the above. Data on the move. Personal data is always at risk when you are carrying it with you. Make sure that your electronic devices are fully encrypted. Paperwork needs protection too. Follow your organization's policy for securing paper files on the move. This may include using a locked case and keeping the files with you at all times. If you are reading sensitive documents in a public place, be careful. Others around you may see personal data they have no right to. If you see something wrong, report it. In every organization, incidents can occur. Personal data can be lost through human error, technical failure, or a deliberate attack. It may be a letter or email being sent to the wrong place, a file or device being lost, or a failure of access controls to a major online system. Whatever the incident, it is important to react quickly and appropriately, and learn lessons for the future. If you become aware of an incident affecting the security of the personal data you work with, you must report it so your organization can take the necessary actions to put things right. Find out how to report a data breach incident immediately. Time can be critical when an incident occurs. What we all need to do. These are some of the key things you need to do to protect personal data in your organization. Use strong passwords and keep them secure. Lock your computer and clear away paperwork when you leave your desk. Sign in and supervise visitors. Use confidential waste bins. Take care when being asked for personal data on the phone. Don't click links in emails or open attachments that you are not sure about. Encrypt your mobile devices. Immediately report all data breach incidents. If you want to learn more about keeping personal data safe, talk to your data protection officer or data security manager. Act Now Training's website provides practical advice on GDPR and data security.